best of 3. I was gonna say you were saying best of 5, but normally we don't start all top 8 of best of 5 at Fusion, so I just went with you, man, because I'm gonna be honest, right? I'm feeling.
I got apologize for that one. I'm sorry.
I was the last minute. Hey, no, it's all good. We've got a funky, fresh matchup going on right now between ConCon and Gatsby, though. Oh, right, Bayonetta versus Captain Falcon. Both characters want these long combo strings, want this aggression, but have very different ways of going about it, and it's going to be Bayo's edge guarding ability that really can be in the X factor for her. They're able to put Falcon off stage and just keep it going, rack on these huge damage strings, and play very evasive, as well as punish the turnarounds, punish the larger commitments that Falcon is going to have.
Yeah, you know, I just did see Gatsby play a little bit earlier, and he did pull off a good upset on Pharaoh earlier to get into top 8, but ConCon, you know, Bayonetta type of character has been on a rise lately, but, you know, depending on how good the Bayonetta player is, you know, combos can only go so far.
And it's important to remember, too, that Amaryllis, right, does go to Encore at least semi-regularly. And so Gatsby does have some amount of experience in this matchup, most likely. As a result, he's not coming in blind. Not sure about ConCon, but definitely seeming comfortable so far, finding the spike off that down smash, and Gatsby just trying to find an answer. You're seeing him try and find these juggles, but he always goes for the most committal options. Gatsby is the definition of a Captain Falcon who holds the pedal to the metal, and right now ConCon just is taking advantage of that every step of the way.
Oh my god, I seriously thought it was going to be a downer out that wish twist from ConCon. You know, ConCon's already in a very dominant position. You know, Captain Falcon, not impossible to come back from against Bayonetta, but the way ConCon's playing, I'm not even sure if he can get something going, especially with that wish twist to forward air.
Yeah, when you get put off stage, like, it can be hard, but, you know, even though Gatsby being a fast faller can make it some of these combos easier, some harder for ConCon, but at the same time, right, ConCon has just been so effective at these juggles, so effective at just keeping Gatsby off stage, where it can be hard for Falcon to get too much cooking out a disadvantage. And we saw it there, right? We were talking about it as an X Factor game 1. Supernova, it really, that edge guarding, that juggle ability, and the ability to just, more than anything, keep you in the air is so huge in this matchup, because how does Falcon get back down?
I mean, as a fast faller, you would think that fast falling would be the answer here, but Bayonetta can, you know, plenty of tools to catch Gatsby on the way down. You know, you got the wish twist, you got the afterburner kicks, you got probably the heel slide as well. You got tilts, like your down tilt and up tilt. You have plenty of options to approach. Even if Shuba can do some work.
And even with that, I was gonna say, with that bats within as well as the witch time, it's hard for Falcon to look for all of the normal combo starters he does, because something like Raptor Boost, right, very, very telegraphed and can get punished incredibly hard by Bayo. So you can't go for it as often. The counter pick to Town and City, though, gonna be one of Falcon's favorite stages. You've got these huge NIL extensions, early kills off the side, but so too can Bayonetta, especially with this current platform layout. That being said, both players just swinging huge, but the beautiful DIN is gonna still maybe Gatsby somehow getting out of the death combo.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that was wishless to forward air. It might have been the stock because of that unfortunate platform timing. But Gatsby, you know, at least he was aware that it was a possibility, but instead, ConCon went for the nair instead of the forward air, not trusting his committal option. There's a back air coming in. Will he an edge guard? No edge guard, but oh, that's a reverse edge guard, actually.
Yeah, he just, once again, we've been talking about the whole set long, it's just the overcommitment from Gatsby that ConCon is able to fade back and take advantage of. He is going almost all the way in and then intentionally dropping these combos a lot of the time, or letting Gatsby get out of them, fading back, and then letting Gatsby, again, get a little bit over-aggressive. He's letting him push these first buttons, right? This whole advantage, this second one as well, both now off of these Falcon kicks that just haven't found their mark. And it's just Gatsby trying to get a little bit too cheeky with it.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of desperate raptor dives coming in from Gatsby too, you know, trying to catch the witch off the top, but he's just getting caught with it, or he's just, as you said, underextending the combos on purpose.
Yep, and now that being said, he did call out that bats within. I love the jab one. You could see he was it was hard to tell whether he was looking for the full gentleman and then just reacted or not, but it was a beautiful coverage, able to find his way back to stage off that missed down tilt 2-frame, now just resetting back to neutral, and this is Gatsby's opportunity if he ever wanted to get back in it, but you cannot start with such a high commitment option twice.
Yeah, you know, Falcon, I think like you gotta be fishing for things like I mean, Raptor Boost is probably your obvious one, but Down throw's not a bad combo starter either, but You know, Max Rage, Bayonetta is pretty light, can be taken out pretty quickly. Here's 89%. Falcon kick.
Yeah, Gatsby loves going for that edge guard attempt, but is still gonna get the scoop, even though that Falcon kick comes up short, and suddenly he has the lead, right? He got the one opportunity, he got it, he was given an inch, took a mile, and now the combo starting off the reverse. Nair tried to read something with the knee, didn't find it, but now has stage control, and Supernova, time could be running out. What can ConCon find?
Just in that, because like if you don't find your main combo conversions, you are gonna end up in situations like this where you're like Sheik level, where it's like, okay, how do I kill? Because these are like really unutilized. Like 4 from almost did it there. There's Falcon kick coming in from Gatsby, but you know, something else that has to be considered. Maybe a jab could do this, but.
Yep, Falcon dive on the short blast zones, and if you look very closely, you could see that the DI wasn't quite there. It was DI in, yes, but it was DI in, and it wasn't quite vertical enough, so it still took Gatsby off the side. If he had gone DI'd into the corner so that he was heading to the top blast zone, he may have been able to survive that last stock, or ConCon may have. ConCon may have been able to survive that last stock, but you see right there in the corner, or went to the side blast zone instead. That one's very small on town and wasn't able to close out the game.
And I like the counter pick here for ConCon to go to the third and final game into regular Battlefield, because you need to find your combo conversions. Just a lot of what happened with ConCon that second game is that he just couldn't take the stop on Gatsby as soon as he got the high percent.
No, not at all. The F smash read early on platform, that might have killed, but instead it's gonna allow ConCon the reversal opportunity. Huge damage here. Again, a drop into the reset on that tech chase. Beautiful stuff. And catching Gatsby, swinging once more just to keep the continuation going. Now with stage control, it could be huge. And it feels like Gatsby just is swinging at ghosts right now.
Oh, what an in!
But hey, I guess, right, you know, sometimes ghosts have to get material too, and when they do, you just don't miss.
Yeah, I think Gatsby's already using that aggression against Bayonetta very well, because Bayonetta's weakness is being light, and sometimes you're in the situation again where you have Falcon with high percent. Bayonetta has very much less tools to get to talk with. You know, you're limited to very few options. Like you got bullet climax at full charge, which isn't reliable. You have maybe a jab or forward smash, but still not as reliable.
As you said, you've got jab, you've got the smash attacks, you've got down air as well. You've got that raw back air is really your big one, which we see ConCon throwing out just to close it on down. Bayo does have tools though, and she does have combos into them at certain percents, like you have up air, back air as well, for example. But so far, we just haven't seen Gatsby giving those opportunities to find those conversions, and it's really allowed him to open up the game, as well as just ConCon hasn't been finding quite as many punishes on Gatsby's overextension. Holy mackerel.
I don't think he meant to put that Valkyrie punch. I think he wanted the Raptor boost, but he kept the second neutral. We see an edge guard coming in from ConCon, but Gatsby's gonna get back on the stage. What is that forward smash? Okay, was he thinking Gatsby's gonna get on the ledge early?
I think he was just trying to call out an aggressive option from Gatsby, right? He's been doing it the whole match, but we see Gatsby now finally just starting to delay his buttons. These aggressive times pushing forward just a little bit, and it's really messing up ConCon punishes, but finally calling out that Falcon kick, and now we're just about at an even game, right? This is one Bayo conversion away from a whole world of hurt for Gatsby. The question is, can ConCon find it?
That's going to be the biggest question, because OP's players have technically, this is last stock, by the way, so the way that I can see this is like the way that both these players are playing, it could come down either way, because as you said, one Bayonetta conversion could get it, or a good couple of reads from Gatsby could do it.
Absolutely. That being said, here's the whip twist into the ABK, keeping it going, but not able to find that forward air conversion after the mark. So Gatsby able to reset, and the SDI from him is really leveled up. The down air up smash, not quite in percent for that on top plat just yet. The Falcon dive not going to do it either, Supernova. This is the last chance for both these players.
Heel side miss right there for ConCon. This is good. Falcon kick miss.
Oh no, the jab won?
No, it's forward tilt one.
Okay, thank you. Listen, if you know anything about me, Supernova, you know.
Wow.
Pastor's secret agenda is to lie to the people. Don't tell them. Don't tell the folks at home. They can't know. But for real, that forward tilt mix-up was so good. We didn't really see ConCon go for it a ton. Very evocative, actually, of Amaryllis, of how Geist used to play, less so now, but formerly would go for those F-tilt 1, those intentional dropped strings into F smashes, trying to catch you air dodging out of SDI all the time, and just Gatsby just hadn't seen it so far in the set, and even though he was trying to slow things down, he just got caught not pushing a button fast enough.
Yeah, that's the thing, because a lot of mix-ups that happen regularly in this game are things that you expect your opponent to do, where it's like, oh, I was expecting you to do something like, I don't know if he expected a jab there, because jab is faster than a forward tilt, but he was trying to get the same thing, because you can cancel the jab pretty quick, but the forward tilt is probably your best mix-up for Gatsby right there. But as we see here, the highlights, I thought that Raptor dive going to force up the game 3. You know, great turnaround by Gatsby, but ConCon went through his struggles. He found the forward smash read after the forward tilt, got the game win too.
Yeah, it was just gorgeous stuff from both these players throughout the whole set. Really, the adaptation we saw from ConCon against Gatsby, and then Gatsby in turn was just absolutely gorgeous. We saw Gatsby, he finally, right, go away from the hyper aggression he's known for, slow things down just a tad, and it was absolutely beautiful. Also, Supernova, I know, you mentioned that the summer is coming on in. Where are you even from, man?